yeah, currently Sunday afternoon, and the missus has took the grandkids. Well, she's on her way to take the grandkids back, which was nice having them. So me and my boy thought we'd jump out and grab some non-ferrous bits and pieces. Do a bit of skip dipping, and as luck would have it, washing machines. Not exactly looking for them today, but we cannot pass by and leave a washing machine on the side of the road. So, I know I've got a car in the way, so I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. Absolutely blocking the road. Hopefully that shuts. Bastard. Now we shut. Sorry. So yeah, didn't really want that, but we'll take it. So we've arrived at our second pre-arranged collection, and it's a bit weird because the house next door, we actually moved them. We do house moves as well, and we actually moved them. They were lovely. We still stay in contact now. But yeah, so we're here to pick up all of this, a bicycle and a barbecue. So I'm going to have to chop some of this stuff down because I'm in the small van. I have spoken to the lady and said we're going to just do a little bit of chopping. Does she mind? She said no. So I'm going to crack on, get all this chopped down a little bit so it fits in the van because I've got quite a lot to pick up. I'll whip the camera back on when I'm done, when it's loaded. Awesome. Just quickly put the camera on it. For some reason it sounds really echoey in the van. So all that's done. I had to chop all that furniture down using grinders and drills. Not going to get an awful lot more on there, and we have got 2 other jobs to go and do, so this may be an issue, but we'll see. Yes, nice, and really nice people as well. So right, on to the next one. So cause I'm a bit of a donut, I keep forgetting to put the camera on. Yeah, so we emptied. I went to the tip, met the guys, blah blah. I've come out, gone to do a little job that we had pre-booked, found 3 radiators. There's more than that because I'm just about to put some on. A box of copper. These, which I am super curious about because they have got a little bit of weight to them. They might. I've got a feeling they're brass. They are absolutely brass. That metal pole as well, I think that might be brass. Yes, definitely. I thought it might have been copper for a sec, but you can tell the difference between the yellowy gold, I don't know if you can see, yellowy gold and the reddy gold colour. So yeah, we picked up a boiler from one of our plumbers. Found these little bits as well, stainless steel sink, bit of wire. Then we got a phone call from the other plumber. Can we come and get 1 rad, bag of metal and a boiler? So here we are. I know it's just been one of them days where I just keep forgetting because I'm a moron. And I'm super busy, like super flat out busy. Keep forgetting to put the camera on like a dickhead. But right, so I'm trying to find, hang on, 2 seconds. Right, these Vaillant motors. I like to keep educating myself about scrap because I am still learning, and I have recently discovered yesterday that they are well worth stripping. Well worth stripping apparently. So obviously I've done videos before about stripping out copper and brass out of certain things, and don't really get involved in the I reckon I'll be able to get that chunk of brass off as well. I don't really do stripping of motors, to be honest, because one, I find it, the yield isn't, unless they're big motors, it's not really worth it. But apparently them little Vaillant ones are worth doing. So we're going to have a little look inside one. Yeah, but I want to just see if I can get this brass off of here. Might be a bit, need a bit of persuasion, but at the moment, the way the brass and copper prices are heading, it's worth. Is that even going, or is it just spinning for the fun of it? No, I don't know, can't tell. I think it's just spinning. I think it's just taking the fucking piss out of me, to be honest. Right. No, she's loose. Yeah, the way the prices are going at the moment, it's little bits are worth salvaging. And even that, I'm going to try and see if I can loosen that one off as well. Maybe not. Oh, nice. That was easier than I was expecting it to be. Oh, yeah, fuck off. And then there's these, but they look like they're more of a pain than what they're going to be worth. So yeah, these two rads and a little bit of copper I found. I was driving on the way here actually, and I saw a skip, and they were leaning up against a skip, and I knocked on the door. Skip was on the driveway, which causes a little bit of a dilemma, moral dilemma. So I knocked on the door and there was no answer. However, these boilers bad. I've still got them. So what I did was, because it was pretty obvious they were left for scrap, I took a fucking, I thought fuck it, I took a chance and I left a card. I spoke to the door cam, explained who I am, what I was doing. I had my camera, no, I didn't have my camera rolling, but I explained who I am and what I was doing on their driveway, and I've left them a card. So what I'll do is I'll put them rads that are in there to the side, give it a day or two, and see if I get a phone call saying, can you bring your radiators back, we'll happily take them back. But yeah, I just today, for some reason, I haven't been very good at putting the camera on. I don't know why. Normally, I freaking love the camera. But just as a side note, I've just heard from the other team who have come across Formula 1 in Biggleswade, by all accounts. Yeah, I've just heard from the other team who have got an absolute, what they've described as a mother load of cable. I'll be the judge of it, I suppose. But yeah, they seemed pretty excited on the phone. I've got a real issue as well. I don't know if you can tell, right? So I'm going to get out the van and then, right, so it's the audio with this stupid camera. When I'm in the van, I sound like a robot. When I get out the van, I don't know, it seems a bit clearer. Well, that's how it appears when I'm watching them back. But I'm not sure. Maybe it's sat in the van that's interfering. Fuck knows. Don't know. It's a bit weird. Right, so I'm heading home now because the boy's finishing school in a minute, and I need to be there when he gets home from school. So we'll wait for the other guys to get back. We'll flip the camera on. We'll have a look at what we've got non-ferrous wise today. I think it's been quite a good day, to be honest, but we'll see. I transferred all of my non-ferrous, so I went to the tip to tip this little van, which is going, by the way, update. This is going on Friday, and we are buying a tipper van, which is going to make the videos a little bit more interesting, watching all that metal fall out at the tip. But yeah, I went to the tip to empty this little van. The guys were there. I put all of my non-ferrous into the big van, and yeah, we'll have a look at it when we get back later. But I think today we've had quite a good day. If I see anything on the way home, I'll put it on if I remember, and if not, I'll catch up with you when the guys get back and we'll see what we got non-ferrous. Wicked. Nice. Right, so the guys weren't lying when they said they found a lot. There's a bit of bit of copper and brass there. Bags upon bags of cables. More brass, lead. Look at that, or a chunk of lead. Oh. A Makita Hoover. A bit random, but yeah, there's bits of copper everywhere. They've also found a shitload of aluminium. Lots and lots and lots of cable. So yeah, nice. I've already started processing some of the brass. Hello, mate. Hello, boy. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah, I've already started processing some of the brass. Like that's one of the ones I just brought back. Yeah, man. Another tap there. Yeah, they've done all right. So I'm going to get this little lot cleared up. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Yeah, it's the first tip in the new van. So we're gonna lower the tail lift. What do you reckon to the new van is?
Do you think that you don't have to make the upper thing? The head you don't have to make.
Tip.
So when you will tip, it's gonna stuck in there.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Do you reckon cut the? Let me try. Oh, here we go. Let's have a go. Let's have a look. Good shunt forward. Yeah, it'll all come out. Yeah.
So the thing is, not all the time.
Yeah, I'm not going to stack it too high. What do you reckon though? She's a good van, isn't she? Nice. Huh? Yeah, Peugeot. Right.
Huh? My second job is working at a five-a-side centre. I'm so
Should be good. Let's have a look. Oh shit. No. So we're a little bit wedged. Okay. And that door. Okay, so this is we've got to get the hang of this because here's our first attempt with the new van. Give her a little wobble. Out she comes. Oh look, I've got all that shit stuck up there as well. Maybe not so hot putting stuff up on the top there. That's alright, we'll get her out, we'll give it a slam forward, try and jolt it. Here's our first attempt in the new van. Trial and error. Alright, going to jolt forward. So now, what I'm going to do, that's the way to do it. What are you looking at me like that for? Did we get it all? Still this barbecue. Fucking barbecue. The barbecue's the problem. That was what was wedging everything. Right, I'm just going to lower it down, handball the rest. Yeah, it works alright. Little bit to handball off, but much quicker than the van.